Forest Whispers My Name by Cradle of Filth. So I've had quite a lot of requests for Cradle of Filth songs recently, so I thought I'd do an old one. I've got an interesting story about when I nearly joined this band, but I will tell it at the end for the main reason that if you've just come here to watch this tutorial, the last thing you want to hear is me go on and tell a story. So if you are interested, go to the end. If you're not, don't worry about it. So the song is in D standard tuning, so we have D, G, C, F, A, D, and we start with an open bottom string power chord to a 3rd fret power chord on the bottom string, then 4 on the A, and that's a 4th fret power chord. Then we're down to the 1st fret power chord. Then we're going to repeat that. But instead of staying here, we're going to play a harmonic here on the 4th fret of the A string. So slowly. Then we're going to do exactly the same thing as the first half. First fret again. And then we're going to play a pinch harmonic on the 3rd fret of the bottom string. So let's put those two together slowly. And then we play that through a few times, and then we finish that riff with just an open bottom string power chord. And then it starts with the drums and the bass section. So that is the opening riff. Now let's have a look at the second riff. So the second riff goes like this. So we're playing on the D string, and we're going to play 3, 1 open. Repeat that on the A. Then we're going to play 4 of the bottom string. Hang on. No, it's 3, 1 on the bottom string. So 3, 2 open. 3, 2 open. 3, 1 open. And then the second half of the riff, we play fret 4, 1. And on the second half, we come straight up to the 4. We don't play that open. Okay, so it's... Then we're going to play that open bottom string power chord, 3, 2 on the A, 1 on the bottom string, 3, 2 on the A, 3, 1 on the bottom string. Okay, 1 second, I think I might be slightly out of tune. That's better, okay. So, then we've got that riff, so... After that, we're going to come up to the 7th fret of the A. 8 on the A. 7, and then down to 6, all on the A. going to do the same thing with power chords, so all on the A string again, 7, 8, 7, 6. And then we've got this riff. So here on the 7th fret of the A, play that note again and then up to 9 of the D. Stay on the D, 9, 8, 7, 8 of the A, 8, 10, 8 of the A, then 10 of the bottom string, and then on the bottom string 10, 8, 10. And that's it, okay, so. Then at the end of that riff, we're just going to play this power chord and slide off. And then you've got the keyboard part. Dun, 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 dun. Play that chord again. Then we've got the following chords. So open, bottom string, open, 2 to 3 on the bottom string, 2, 3, 2. I think the other guitar might be playing octaves up here. So if you're going to play those octaves, so you want 7 on the A string, 9 of the G, and we're going to play 7, 7, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9. At the end of that riff, we're going to play just the power chord on the 5th fret of the A, and I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. So that 5th fret on the A power chord, and then we're into the next riff. Then we've got this riff. So it's tremolo picked. There's a couple of ways of playing this, so I'll show you both. So we're going to play on the A string, 7, 9, 10, 9, onto the bottom string, 10, 8, back onto the A, 9, 10, 9, 10 of the bottom string, 7 of the A. Then I'm actually playing it a certain way, and I'll show you this way. Then I'm sliding up to play this 9 with my first finger. I'm playing 9, 10, 9 on the A again. 10 of the bottom string, then 12 of the A, 10, 9 of the A. So slowly. So that's one way of doing it. I do it that way so that you don't have to put a string skip in there. The other way to play it, and you can play it down here as well, is 7, 9, 10, 9. Onto the bottom string, 10, 8. Back onto the A, 9, 10, 9. 10 of the bottom string, 7 of the A. 9, 10, 9 of the A. 10 of the bottom string. And then 7 of the D, and then 10, 9 on the A. So slowly. So you can play that riff both ways. You can also play it down here. Or either way, okay? Then the other guitar comes in. Which is like a harmony. So on the D, we're playing 9, 9, 7, 9, 9, 7, then 10 of the A, back onto the D, 9, 7, 9, 7, 10, 9, 7. So and that goes over the top of the that riff. Then at the end of this riff, we finish on this power chord, just an E power chord, and then we've got the drum and bass section, and then we finish on that riff again, which is one we played earlier, which was on the D, 3-2 open, and then on the A, 3-2 open, 3-1 open on the bottom string, then back onto the D, 3-2 open, on the A, 3-2 open, and then on the bottom string, 3-1, and then up to 4-1, and then we're just going to finish on this open bottom string power chord. Story time with Simon, accompanied by Honey Jim Beam. So, I was going to tell you my Cradle of Filth story, and I thought I'd have a little sip whilst I do it. So, back in 1994, just after that album came out, Principle of Evil Made Flesh, I believe one of the Cradle of Filth original guitar players left. Well, they did leave because they were advertising for a new one. So I think it was in Terrorizer magazine, and again, this is all from memory and it's a long time ago, so I'm really trying to make sure that I get my facts right. It was around 94, just after the album came out. The guitar player left. Terrorizer magazine had an advert in the back of the magazine for a guitar player, and it didn't stipulate who it was for, but it just said a recently signed UK black metal band. And at that time I was quite into the album The Principle of Evil Made Flesh, and I'd learned the entire album and I'd recorded it as a demo, so just recorded myself playing the whole thing. So one of my mates said, "Oh, Si, have you seen the ad in the back of Terrorizer?" And I think it was Terrorizer, it might have been another metal mag, but I'm pretty sure it was. So I said, "No, bring it round." So we brought it round, I had a look, and it was pretty obvious it was Cradle of Filth. So I phoned the number. This is back in the old days when there were no mobile phones. I just had a landline that was on the wall and I had to be in to answer it. So I phoned the number in the back, and from memory the guy's name was Nigel or something along those lines, who was their manager, and I had a chat with him and he said, "Can you send me a demo and we'll arrange for you to come up and do an audition?" Because I had a good chat. So I was like, okay. So I just literally bounced down the demo that I'd already recorded of me playing all the songs, sent it to him, and then just waited. So a couple of weeks later I hadn't heard anything, so I phoned the number again that was in the back of the magazine and spoke to the guy, and he's like, "Oh, brilliant, I'm so glad you called. I've tried to call you a few times but no answer," because we didn't have an answer phone and there were no mobiles in those days. And he goes, "So we love the demo, I've played it to the band, we want you to come and audition, but I've got one question for you. What do you look like?" And at that point I'd had long hair down to about here for probably about 7 years, and I'd literally shaved my head about 3 days before that phone call, which in hindsight was probably a bit stupid. But so I said, if you want to know what I look like, I've got a shaved head. And he goes, well, we have to have somebody with long hair in the band, so it's a no-go. So I was like, okay, no probs. And yeah, that's my story of how I could have joined Cradle of Filth, but I didn't because I shaved my head. So never mind, that's life, isn't it? See you later.